Yeah.
I actually originally did a bit of theatre training at university, and they do say there are no such thing as small parts, just small actors. And I do think that also translates into the marketing world. There's no such thing as boring products. There's just boring campaigns or boring ways of looking at it. And I'm quite new to a specific B2B role. I've always worked for the first couple of decades of my career very, very broadly across government and consumer. And I don't necessarily see this huge line in a stand and distinction. The more we think about B2B as broad communications, because we're communicating to people at the end of the day, then I think more successful our campaigns can be. But we have additional barriers. We typically have smaller budgets than the consumer, and that's because we have to reach more targets and more sectors, different segments. So it's a lot more challenging for us to stretch our budgets and do things in a clever way. And also there's fairly low expectations sometimes from our audience. They're not necessarily expecting to be entertained or overwhelmed or have great production values. So if we are able to deliver that magical rabbit out of the hat and able to deliver something brilliant on our shoestring budgets, then we can really start to over-deliver to what our audience expects. But always remember, in today's world, and particularly like today, I mean, my mother-in-law's house in Athens, so we don't know where our audience are, and they're continually full of distractions. So you're competing in the social media feeds against all the other things happening in that person's life. Even LinkedIn is becoming very, very personal based in the news that it's serving up. So we have to think about how to reach people in that way with the right tone, the right formats and messaging, so it feels as digestible and something worth spending their time with your communications, as much as a piece of entertainment-based consumer marketing.
Mm-hmm.